Good day, viewers. You are welcome back to Tindanious Maths and Science Tutorials. If you are new here, kindly visit my previous lecture videos on permutations, where we spoke about the algebra of permutations, the properties of permutations, permutations with repetitions or restrictions, permutations without restrictions or repetitions. And we went ahead and we talked about word problems on permutations, right? And we also went ahead and we covered extensively on conditional permutations. In other words, permutations with conditions. So we have permutation, we have conditional permutations type 1. We are through with that. We've considered conditional permutations type 2. We are also through with that. I've given you enough information and tricks regarding permutations. And today we are going to consider conditional permutations type 3. But this type 3 will have to do with where two particular objects are positioned at the ends of arrangements. So let's consider n different number of items taken all at a time. So here we are considering, consider n different, what number of objects, okay, or items taking all at a time. If that is the case, n will be equal to r. If you are new here, visit my previous lecture videos. I've been explaining all this thing, okay? Yeah. So let's say we have a total number of items to be arranged, okay? And you want to consider all of the items at a particular time. So that means the total number of items into consideration is equal to the R, the one you want to take at a time. And you are taking all what? At a time. That is simply what? N is equal to R. Now, then, here, this is what we are going to say. We say if let's say the number of arranging, if the number of arranging, let's say two objects, okay, two objects at the ends of arrangements, so we say, so if A, we have number of arrangements at the ends of, number of arranging two objects at the ends of arrangement is given by, viewers, what do we have here? The number here is 2, right? So we are going to have 2 factorial. In other words, we will add factorial to the number in considerations, the one we want to arrange at the ends. I don't want to give you the formula straight away. Tindanious Maths Tutorial, okay, it's not a platform where we are here to memorize formulas and forget them in due time. No, we want to appreciate where those formulas, where the logic is coming from, all right? So in the formula, you would see 2 factorial. You ask yourself, where is the 2 factorial coming from? So it's what? So we said what? If number of arranging 2 objects, because we want to position them at what? At the ends, okay, in the course of you arranging those objects. And we are saying if that is given by 2 factorial, then, so that is condition for A. Let's consider the B. So if the number of arranging, so if the number of arranging the remaining objects. So the number of arranging the remaining objects or items is, let's say, n minus 2. Viewers, what it means is this. Let's say you have n, which is the total number of objects, okay? And this n is equal to, let's say, 10. And out of this 10, you are taking 2 objects or 2 items from this 10 and you want to position them at the ends. Okay, so you take 2 out. What is the remaining? So the remaining is what? 10 minus 2, which is equal to what? Which is equal to what? 8. So that means I have the n here, okay? Then you subtract what? The number of objects you want to what? You want to position at the ends. So I have what? Minus 2. Why are we doing this? We are doing this so that we can go what? We can get the remainder, which is what? Which is the 8. But here we're not giving real values, we're not giving values. We have unknown here. So if I know the number of objects to position at the ends, which is equal to 2, then so I'll say what? The number of arranging the remaining objects, which is what? N minus 2. So we just what? We just subtract this from what? From the total number, which is what? Which is the n. So we have objects into bracket n minus 2 is given by, look, viewers, we had here to be 2. When it came here, or what happened? We just repeated the same number here, okay? We just what? It's copy and paste. We just copy and paste the number. But what do? You attach to the number what? The factorial sign. Do you get it that way? So here similarly, okay? Or in the same vein, you realize that here, what do we have? We have n minus 2. What do? You copy and you paste it. So I have what? N minus 2. What did you do? You added factorial to this, right? Then you add what? A factorial to this, right? So we say what? So if this condition is met and if this condition is met, then you say then A. You say what? So you say the number, listen, so the number of arranging two objects at the ends is given by, viewers, what you do is you multiply this by this expression and that gives you the formula. So we have it to be what? 2 factorial times this expression n minus 2 or factorial. As simple as that. Viewers, I could have just started this tutorial by just telling you that the number of arranging 2 objects at the ends, okay, is given by 2 factorial times n minus 2 factorial, but it doesn't make sense, okay, at this point. So we need to what? Appreciate where the 2 factorial is coming from and the n minus 2 factorial is coming from. As simple as that. So then the number of arranging 2 objects at the ends, okay, is given by this. Then B, they say what? The number of, so you can say the number of ways of arranging 2 objects. So the number of ways of arranging 2 objects. So we have the number of ways of arranging 2 objects that must not end. Okay, it's also given by, viewers, you just copy and paste this expression there. We have what? 2 factorial then times n minus 2 factorial. Then you subtract this, okay? In order we are looking for the remainder, the remaining. So you subtract all this from the total number, which is n. So I have what? N factorial. So viewers, these are the formulas to be employed when you have questions where you are supposed to, position particular objects at the end of the arrangement. So the number of arranging the remaining objects. So here it starts with what? If number of arranging 2 objects at the ends of the arrangement is given by 2 factorial, and if the number of arranging the remaining objects, which is n minus 2 of the arrangement, okay, is given by the expression n minus 2 or factorial, then the number of ways of arranging 2 objects at the ends of the arrangement is given by 2 factorial times the expression n minus 2 or factorial. Then the number of ways of arranging 2 objects that must not end is also given by what? N factorial minus 2 factorial times n minus 2 or factorial. Viewers, I don't expect you to memorize this, okay? Let's start from how I began the whole business. Let us appreciate question. So here, find the number of arrangements of the letters of the word teaching, right? If the letters E and J are to be at the ends, right? This is very simple, right? So what we will do is you look out for the total number of what? Of letters in this word teaching. So I have what? I have teaching. I have teaching this way. Okay, let us count the number. But remember, we said for questions like this, we say what? The total number of items, okay, when taking all at a time. So n will be equal to r, which is equal to. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have what? 9 letters in this word. Is that also? Now, what is the total number of objects to be arranged at what? At the ends. So you say what? So you can say there's E and J. US, is that also? So E and J. So we have E and a J, okay, to be equal to US. That will be what? Our 2 factorial. Do you remember that way? So what? 2 factorial. As simple as that. Viewers, why are we saying 2 factorial instead of number of arranging those items, which is what? E and J, they are 2. Arranging 2 objects. So of arranging what? E and J at the ends of the arrangement is given by what? 2 factorial. Right? Then, so going by the formula, so we say what? So we say the required number of arrangements of those 2 words, okay, or those 2 letters, of those 2 letters that, so required number of arrangement of those 2 letters at the ends is given by the formula 2 factorial times n minus, here, viewers, we are using this formula, okay, this formula. So we said the number of arranging 2 objects at the ends is given by what? 2 factorial, then times what? N minus 2, then all factorial, right? So we have 2 factorial, then n, what is my n? Viewers, n here is equal to r, which is equal to 9. So I have 9 minus 2, then all factorial. So we have a 2 factorial then times 9 minus 2 is what? Is 7 factorial, right? So by the help of the calculator, so we have 2 factorial times 7 factorial, which is giving us 10080. Viewers, this is the end to this simple conditional permutations type 3, which has to what? Do with arranging two particular objects, okay, at the ends of the arrangement. I'll see you next time, where we are going to appreciate questions to throw more light on the topic. Bye.